Alright, hello, welcome. We're just gonna dip right into it. As you can see, my setup's a little different right now, and it's not gonna stay this way for very long. And that is because we're getting some painting done. So we have to move everything away, which is like why I have a shelf of books right here and whatever, so don't get used to it. It's gonna look very different by like this time next week, in a couple days, by the end of the week, I don't know. You know, my life's just gonna be editors until this is all kind of done and reset, so you know, that's just kind of it. So want to get that out of the bag, right? And what's today's Dippit's going to be. And let's just say, like, Harper Lee was Truman Capote's assistant when he was writing in Cold Blood. She was in charge of managing the 8,000 pages of notes and interviewed townspeople who were then too suspicious to tell him anything. Ooh. There is that. So I ended up reading a few chapters of The Unmaking of June Farrow, and it is very good. I ended up wanting to knit some more last night than I wanted to read. And then plus, I decided, like, oh, let's play some Hogwarts Legacy, you know, who cares, right? I'll just do it for, like, 30, maybe 45 minutes, like, ugh, whatever, yeah. You know, an hour and a half later, right? And if it wasn't for me needing to go to the bathroom, I probably would have played for, like, 2 hours. Oh my gosh, that game is so addictive, and what I like about it is, you know, you just set out to do something for, like, 30 minutes, and an hour and a half goes by. Did I end up completing the objective which I originally wanted to? No, right? But that is something that I just ended up doing anyways, right? Like, it was a lot of fun. Time goes by so quickly, I don't even know what to think about it. And yeah, so like that is just kind of where I'm at right now. I do plan to get some reading done, but not tonight though. It is a special someone's birthday, so we are going to go and do some things, so that'll be a lot of fun. Right, so wish me luck on that, but I do want to read on my lunch break, so thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's having a great and wonderful day, and you know, the rain doesn't stick around for too long. Alright, bye. Hello and welcome to today's Dippit. So today's reading Dippit is that the Netflix adaptation of Julia Quinn's Bridgerton is the most watched series in the platform's history. Over 82 million households have tuned in. Ooh. And I believe that because more people would be into that kind of time history versus something like Stranger Things. So it kind of makes sense to me, right? But that's just kind of ridiculous to think that 82 million people, or like different households, so like have actually tuned into that show, right? I myself have never read the books or watched the TV show, and I don't plan to. And if I did, I'm pretty sure that it's still going on. Right, so I don't want to get into yet another show that's still airing, you know, because, you know, you want to get it all done, and so that way you can get it all out of your system at one time, right? But did I read last night or yesterday? No, because Mondays tend to be very, very overly busy for me at my day job, so I wasn't able to read on my lunch. I just had time to eat, and that was kind of it, right? I had a shorter lunch yesterday, and last night it was not just last night, all day. It was like my husband's birthday, or my partner's birthday, so we went out for a very, very nice dinner, and we had spent the whole night celebrating him. So that was really great and really fun. I had a wonderful time. So that's what I kind of did. So that's kind of like why I didn't end up getting to do any reading. So, you know, what can you do, right? The things you do for the ones that you love, right? But I do plan to read more of The Making of June Farrow today, just because it did sound quite interesting and lovely, the description which I was reading, so there is that, right? But I hope that everybody's having a great and wonderful day. You know, we're heading into winter. We don't have any snow yet, and hopefully if and when we do, or not if, we are going to get snow, but when we do, we don't get a lot of snow. I don't mind it being cold, I just don't want a lot of snow. Right now we're getting a lot of rain, maybe because, you know, that's just how it goes. We need to get all the rain figured out, right, before we get any snow. But when we do, I hope there's no black ice or anything like that, right? But you know, thumbs up to you, thumbs up to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great day, and we'll catch you on the next Dippit. Bye. Why, hello and welcome, my friends, my little Dippits. Alright, so you may see that my stager things is a little wonky, and that's because we're getting painting done tomorrow, so my updates are just going to be a little bit sporadic, and which is okay. But I did read a little bit more of the Unmaking of June Pharaoh. We're getting more into the story, and I think this is going to be more of a thriller than what I originally thought it was going to be, and I like it. Can't wait to finish it. Oh my gosh, right? But it really does make me see, having 2 big boxes filled with books, how many books I actually had out here, right? And how much I actually do have to read. It's just kind of scary. It makes me want to get rid of them, but at the same time, like, whew, oh my gosh, right? But anyways, that's just kind of like my update, you know, having 2 boxes of books, right? And if you remember, my walls within the next couple days are going to go from this beigey off-white cream color to a lilac purple, or I guess you'll see it. It'll be much more reflective. It'll be really nice, right? So, but anyways, thumbs up. Hopefully everybody has a good day and good week, and everybody can read. Alright, bye! Well, this is my current book setup. Right. Books I want to read at the end, book I'm currently reading, and then why, hello everyone, and welcome to today's reading Dippit. As you can see, we kind of have a new setup. That's because we got the walls painted. You probably can't really tell, right? But it is a nice purple kind of color, you know. It's very reflective of the light. I really enjoy it. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Right? So this is kind of it. So over to the left, we have the books that I've read, the book that I'm currently reading in the middle, and the books that I want to be reading on the right. Right? And on the bookshelf, the 3 books that are standing at the very, very end are the 3 books that I also want to be reading this month, but you know, no hassle, right? But I guess, like, I really want to be reading my book of the month book. So right now I'm still reading The Unmaking of June Pharaoh, right? I do want to read One Day in December still, while it's still December, and I want to read at least The Lightning Thief, right? But, right, the big ta-da is that because of Book of the Month, I am now like best friends with them because I've like gotten 12 books from them. They sent me some things like some stickers, woohoo, seasons readings, may your books be merry and bright. And they are, with the fresh coat of paint behind them, and a new Halloween decoration. This looks fantastic. I'm loving it. It was kind of a hassle to move everything, to get everything done, but you know, right? And then because I've gotten 12 books from them, they decided to, they're like, oh, would you like a gift? And would you like your gift to be a tote bag? And I was like, yeah, right? Look. Oh my gosh. They sent me this like tote, right? It's got a pocketbook right inside, and No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. Ooh, it's a thriller book. This is my choice, book of the month choice for December. So now I have 12 book of the month books I can now sit on my shelf, right? And Kate Alice Marshall, I think she wrote another book that I had gotten. I believe it was The Only One Left in the Woods. I think it was. I'm not too sure, but I remember that book. It was also like another thriller, and it was really good. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend other people reading it. It was that good, right? So it's funny because now I'm just like, oh yeah, What Lies in the Woods. That's what it's called. It was with the murderer. Loved it, liked it, would suggest it to everybody. Thumbs up for me. Alright, but the best part about it is that not only does it have like a side, oh yeah, it even says book of the month, right? And it's a nice fabric, really good size, but it's got a nice, really deep zipper pocket in the middle, which is clutch, right? It could actually hold like a lot. Okay, so I'm satisfied. I just like how the front pocket kind of hold a book. Oh my gosh, right? And of course, this book of the month on the back. They're not a sponsor, by the way, but I would love if they were. I've really liked my year with book of the month. I mean, that's how I caught on making of June Farrow, after all, right? So I now have 3 book of the month books to read. I don't really care really hot on if I end up reading a lot of them, but as you can see with the bookshelf behind it, these are all the books that are technically on my TBR. I have added the Percy Jackson books just mainly because of the fact that the TV show is coming out and that I want to read it because of the TV show. And if you can't tell about the books on the shelf, that I'm very much like a cine reader, that if there's a movie or a TV show, I want to read it, right? And so I'm just kind of like a bandwagon reader like that, and that's what I really like. And what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, and because this year I've discovered that I'm really into thrillers, which is why, here, when I move this, you can see all the Lisa Jewell books and Megan Miranda books that I have, right? But anyways, that's kind of it. I would say about 90% of these books, after I read them, are going to be donated back to the library bookstore or to mini libraries. Because I have a few at the front which are all ready to go for mini libraries. That's just kind of it for me, right? Sorry I haven't given you any reading updates other than right now my life has been a little bit up in the air, mainly because of the fact that we've been painting, so you know, there's only so much you can do, right? Anyways, that is kind of it. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully everybody's reading, you're enjoying what you're reading. But yeah, thumbs up to you guys, and yeah, we'll catch y'all later. Hey, bye. Hello, and welcome to today's reading Dippit. Alright, so it is Agatha Christie's disappeared for nearly 2 weeks in 1926 after her husband told her he wanted a divorce. Her car was found abandoned. 15,000 volunteers undertook a manhunt, and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle consulted a psychic. She was found in a hotel under an assumed name, borrowed from her husband's mistress, and never offered an explanation, not even autobiography. Taxing, isn't it? Right? So, right? I've kind of decorated this area for Christmas, like, mainly because I had nowhere else to put these things. So this is where they have defaulted to be, right? What can you do? Right, so I didn't do any reading last night, but I did end up doing my nails. Right, I am going to try to do some reading today, and I am seeing a concert this afternoon, and I have to leave around noon, and I'm going to dinner afterwards because it's in another city, so I will hopefully be able to do some reading later on tonight. I don't know. Right? Everything's just kind of up in the air right now. And we're just going to take it as it comes, right? And this is like kind of where I wish I was kind of into audiobooks a little bit, or maybe I should look on Hoopla, right? Just so that way I could listen to an audiobook on the way there to and from the venue. And that would be something, right? But anyways, that is for something else. Right, I'm going to go see a show choir. It should be good. It should be fun. Right, I won some tickets to it. That's just kind of it. Right, and yeah, oh my gosh, I had like the hello, and welcome to today's reading Dippit. Alright, so it is Agatha Christie's disappeared for nearly 2 weeks in 1926 after her husband told her he wanted a divorce. Her car was found abandoned. 15,000 volunteers undertook a manhunt, and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle consulted a psychic. She was found in a hotel under an assumed name, borrowed from her husband's mistress, and never offered an explanation, not even autobiography. Taxing, isn't it? Right? So, right? I've kind of decorated this area for Christmas, like mainly because I had nowhere else to put these things. So this is where they have defaulted to be, right? What can you do? Right, so I didn't do any reading last night, but I did end up doing my nails. Right, I am going to try to do some reading today, and I am seeing a concert this afternoon, and I have to leave around noon, and I'm going to dinner afterwards because it's in another city, so I will hopefully be able to do some reading later on tonight. I don't know. Right, everything's just kind of up in the air right now. And we're just going to take it as it comes, right? And this is like kind of where I wish I was kind of into audiobooks a little bit, or maybe I should look on Hoopla, right? Just so that way I could listen to an audiobook on the way there to and from the venue. And that would be something, right? But anyways, that is for something else. Right, I'm going to go see a show choir. It should be good. It should be fun. Right, I won some tickets to it. That's just kind of it. Right, and yeah, oh my gosh, I had like the, or not weird dreams. So like I was waking up and I kind of had this dream where like I hopped on a bus, and even though I knew that this bus wasn't was going somewhere, and it was like the wrong way, and I wouldn't be able to get off it, I still went on the bus anyways. Right, and I was like crying as if like I was the victim, and I wasn't the victim for getting on the bus, and I was like, I just had to get up and be like, yo, you are the hero to your own story, you're no victim. I don't know why I decided to share that, but that was kind of weird. Right, loving it, loving life, think everything's great and everything's awesome. Right, hopefully everyone's doing all right. Giving a thumbs up. All right. All right, well, enjoy yourselves. Have great. Have fun. All right. Bye.